BBC Radio Scotland.
You might have noticed an increase in suspicious emails and texts this year, and it seems that as we adapted to life with COVID, scammers tried to use our fears to cash in. They've been charging people for supposed coronavirus tests after claiming to be from tracing services and preying on people looking for a new pet. Well, Colin Mathieson is from the charity Advice Direct Scotland. Hello, Colin.
Hi there, how are you today, all right?
Good, thank you. Yeah, thanks for joining us in Hogmanay. Tell us more about this testing scam. I think that's something that emerged fairly close to the start of the pandemic, wasn't it?
Yeah, there are basically two main categories of COVID scam that the public should be aware of. The test and protect scams, where consumers are contacted and asked for payment information for tests that they shouldn't have to pay for, and also self-isolation support grant scams, where people are contacted with banking information being requested to basically pay the self-isolation support grant.
So basically people should be aware that, neither of these things would actually happen if they were legitimate.
They shouldn't be contacted and shouldn't be asked for any personal information, including banking details, etc. The official Test and Protect service won't ask for that information. Has
the pandemic led to a big increase in fraud?
There's been a massive increase in the number of scams, with scammers adapting the way that they approach consumers for information. So via email, via text message, and also through phone calls, they can effectively use a process called number spoofing, where they appear as the official service. So the scammers are adjusting the way that they do things in line with the pandemic.
So if you get a phone call which does look then like it's from your bank or something and the number is correct, how do you know?
Yeah, what I would always say is, if you're at all unsure, if it does look like your bank, they'll never ask for you to supply information over the telephone. What I would do in those instances is ask to call back on the official number and use the number from a bank statement or any official contact that you've received from the bank. The majority of financial institutions, banks, building societies and credit card companies will supply their contact information on their official website. So consumers, the best way of avoiding being caught out is by contacting them through official channels.
And also people, I suppose, are pretty used to being inundated with scam emails now. Just tell us how to spot them. I suppose one big tip is don't click on any links.
Yeah, don't click on any links. Also look at the actual email address itself. Very often there'll be additional letters and numbers at the end of it. They'll also usually advise that you've missed a payment or information needs updated on your account. But again, the best way to avoid any scams of that nature is to go onto the official website of the company that's apparently contacting you, just to confirm.
And if you suspect that you have been the victim of a scam, who do you go to?
We work with national and local trading standards. We have a quick reporting tool on our website for reporting suspected scams and any suspicious activity. You can go to scamwatch.scot to report that. In an instance where you have been defrauded of money, or you suspect someone's got your bank account information or PIN number or anything like that, you should contact the bank or building society immediately.
OK, Colin, thank you very much for joining us today. That's Colin Mathieson from Advice Direct Scotland.
Have you ever